For the past 2 weeks, I've been wearing this Amazfit Helio Strap band. This isn't a deep dive into the statistics or the accuracy and precision of, say, the heart rate or any of the other features on here. I'm also not going to compare it to Whoop or Garmin directly, really. If you want that kind of stuff, you can go to the Quantified Scientist or DC Rainmaker or any of the others. This is essentially a 2-week real-world review of the strap and whether or not you should get it. For the most part, it's been alright. It's been similar to the Whoop band. The quality is not as good, but you would expect that because it's a fraction of the price. Whoop is infinity price, depending on how long you keep the product. This thing is $99, but is it worth it? There's currently a heat wave in England, and I don't know if you can tell, but I don't actually normally wear shorts, so I'm currently 2 completely different colours right now. The Helio Strap is Amazfit's answer to Whoop. After Whoop made a mistake with all the issues of their subscription and kind of spat in the face of their customers and went back on their promise to give free hardware, I think other companies like Polar and Amazfit have kind of perked their ears up a little bit, and maybe Garmin as well. They've said, okay, let's come out with a product. Obviously, I'm sure these products have been in development for a long time. The Helio Strap is a fitness tracker with no display. So similar to Whoop, the idea is that it tracks your health, but it doesn't give you notifications from your phone. So it's not going to cause any distractions. There's not going to be any texts or calls, etc. It's just for health tracking. So what does it actually track? It tracks continuous heart rate, 24/7, every second. It tracks HRV. It tracks blood oxygen levels, sleep stages, which I would question, does anything really track that properly? Sleep quality and duration, stress levels, recovery and readiness, as well as training load. The Amazfit Helio Strap also comes with, I think it's 27 workout modes. There's options from running, cycling, lifting. There's a Hyrox specific exercise, so you can track Hyrox on there. That's because Amazfit sponsor Hyrox. I would question how useful any of these are, to be honest, especially the Hyrox one, because you need to start it on your phone, then put your phone away or put your phone somewhere, and then you do the activity. You can't do the activity, have it get picked up automatically, and then go back and say, oh, by the way, this activity was running, and have it use the data, the raw data, and calculate running metrics. If it picks up an activity automatically, it just says an activity and it doesn't tell you anything else. And then there's obviously biocharge, which people are interested in because that's similar to Garmin's body battery. It's Amazfit's proprietary energy level metric, apparently. Whether or not this lines up with Garmin's body battery, I think you'd have to go to other more scientific YouTube channels. Really, I think if you're going to use this, as long as you use the same metric and it's consistent, you're fine. So if you know you feel crap at about a 40 on biocharge, maybe Garmin's doesn't have the same number, but you can calibrate yourself to know what those numbers mean. Now, I've worn this for the past 2 weeks in the gym, while running, day to day, sleeping. Ignore the chili farm behind me. I'd say the comfort for the strap is pretty good. You essentially stop thinking about wearing it, but I would argue that it's the same with a watch. But it is lighter, but as long as you're happy to wear stuff on your wrist, you're not going to feel it. However, the bonus of this is that you can wear it on your bicep. So you can buy these straps on Amazon, 22mm straps, or like I did, you can make your own. So I took some old 22mm watch attachments from an old Garmin band, bought some elastic off Amazon, and then just sewed together a bicep band essentially, and it works absolutely fine. I'd probably say the main selling point of this band over other fitness trackers, the battery life. The battery life genuinely is pretty good. I tend to lift maybe 4 to 5 days a week, and I run 2 to 3 days a week. And the first charge gave me 11 days, and they quote 10 days, so it's really good. I think if you are maybe training twice a day, every day for 10 days, then you might struggle. But I think for the average person who's into fitness, the battery life is actually really good. The only downside compared to Whoop is with Whoop, you don't technically have to take the device off. You can charge it while you're wearing it. Whereas this device, you do have to take it off, and it doesn't come with a USB-C cable, but you have one, everyone has one, and it takes an hour or two to charge maybe. So you can take it off, charge it. You can probably also get away with charging it while you're in the shower every day a little bit just to top it up, and it will last ages. As I mentioned, all the data goes into the Zepp app, which I hear has come a long way in the past year. It looks a lot like Whoop's app. However, it doesn't have all the bells and whistles. I think arguably it looks cleaner. It's a very nice app, and it shows you everything with all the trend charts, which is really nice. But is it as nice as Whoop's app? No. Would I expect it to be as nice as Whoop's app? Also no. I think a positive thing you're getting with this is that it's quite a young brand. I know Whoop is young as well, but I could see Amazfit. Maybe it would help if they changed their name and branding because it's terrible. I could see them being a big player, getting a lot of investing into the brand and developing the UI further. I think there is something to be said for investing in Amazfit products. So maybe get in early and the UI and algorithms will get better in the future. I think the question you have to ask yourself is, do I want to go with a young brand that may improve in the future, or do I want to go with a brand like Whoop or Garmin that has been in the space for a long time and may not keep up as well? And is that worth the money? What I will say is the Helio Strap app is much better than Garmin's app, but I think every app is better than Garmin's app because Garmin's app is terrible. I'm just doing some gardening while I'm filming this, if you wonder why this feels like some kind of wildlife documentary all of a sudden. You've been watching videos about the Helio Strap and you've come across this one, so you already know everything about it. The question becomes, who's this strap for? Who's the main demographic here? Is it for people who want to wear mechanical watches and have a heart rate strap, maybe on their bicep? Sure, Whoop can do that, but Whoop has the subscription downside. So ultimately, it's for people who want a Whoop-like product that maybe isn't as good as Whoop yet and may or may not get there in the next year. Is it worth the risk? I would say the risk is minimal because the price is so low. I realize 100 quid is a lot of money for a lot of people, but comparatively, you may feel like there's less risk with Whoop because it's a smaller monthly payment, but overall, I don't think Whoop is worth it personally. What is my opinion after wearing it for 2 weeks? Is it worth it? Should you get one? No, you should not get one. You should not get Whoop. I think while there's a market for it, the market isn't mature enough. The Helio Strap isn't good enough in its current state. I've had some issues where the heart rate has shown twice what it's supposed to be. And I understand that this is a common issue with heart rate monitors, that it gets confused and shows double. But the fact that the Helio Strap is doing this is a problem. Now, I'm wearing it correctly, I'm wearing it tightly, I'm wearing it the same way that I would wear my Garmin. The Garmin's never done this, but the Amazfit has been doing it recently, and it's only been 2 weeks. It was fine for the first 10 days maybe, and they started doing it recently, so I put in a ticket with that and we'll see if anything comes of it. The technology is there, but the product isn't good enough. The software will improve. The hardware, I think, is borderline for the money. My final verdict is that if you have a sports watch, say a Garmin, Apple Watch, Chronos, Polar, anything like that, and you're interested in a screenless device, I would hold off personally. I would not get Whoop. I would not get Amazfit. I would wait until something mature hits the market. I would wait until Polar comes out with their device at the very least. But right now, it's just not there. The technology is there, but the products are not there. If you've used Whoop before and you want a cheap alternative that does exactly the same thing, this also is not the one. The software and the algorithms are not there yet. I think they will get there eventually with Amazfit or with Polar, but right now it is not a viable Whoop alternative. I would go with neither, and I would get a sports watch, a nice Garmin, Chronos, Polar, it doesn't matter, but I would get a device with a screen for now until Polar comes out with their screenless device. So what are we saying then? Out of 10, what does the Helio Strap get? I'd probably go with quite a harsh 5.5 out of 10. I have used Whoop before. I used it for the free trial for a month, and I didn't get enough out of it that I thought it was worth the subscription. But the device and the software, it's a 7 out of 10, ignoring the price of it. The Amazfit is maybe a 5.5 out of 10. That was my experience with the Helio Strap. I hope that's been helpful. I'm going to wear it a little bit longer, maybe another 2 weeks. I've got the Saucony 10K run tomorrow in London in 30-degree weather, so we'll see how the Helio Strap holds up. But long term, I don't think I'm going to be continuing to wear this. I will go back to just keeping the Garmin on. It's more than good enough.